It was a cold, dark, and dreary Halloween, where I need to refill my energy. And moving on. Welcome. Ziggy 1X here with another NieR reincarnation video. And it's Halloween. So I just wanted to do a great big shout out to everyone out there. Happy Halloween. Hope you guys have a great evening planned. I'm gonna try and finish up my work before the kiddos get home, and so that we can go trick-or-treating in the rain, which is gonna be very exciting. But in the meantime, we've got a few new things that I wanted to talk about. First of all, I wanted to immortalize my incredibly stupid decision, but I brought a lucky pumpkin. You see this pumpkin? It's perfect. This is my lucky pumpkin, which means I'm gonna pull at least one bloody Griff, because I now have 6,000 gems and 10 single pull tickets. And I'm gonna go in and I'm going to get me a dupe bloody Griff, because I would love to awaken my bloody Griff. Because as amazing as he is unawakened in Arena, just for little old me, I would love to get him a few awakenings. That'd be fantastic. So let's dive right into this. We've got a battle going on right here. This is the current event. It is a Yurie event, which I do so love. And let's back out of this guy here real quickly. I don't want to do repeats, but it's pretty straightforward. It's no different than any other farming events we do. If you have a team that's capable of doing an EX Hard 5 mission, you'll get the 2 pieces of Zenith from the EX Hard 3 and 4, and then you will get the Awakening material for one of your Dark Memory characters, which is wonderful. So, the shop itself, pretty standard. I've already picked up a few things, but we've got our Mythic Slab. And if you are still working on your Mythic Slabs, which I'm just about done with at this point as far as the regular Mythic Slabs go, this is a great way to get in there and grab those Insignia skills, get this free handout Yurie, which I haven't even done yet, because we're gonna bounce right over here to the summons. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Let's take one quick look at our abstract boar, i.e. Aladdin. Now, Aladdin here, this is chef's kiss. Whoa, there's something flying on my screen. All right, chef's kiss to the art team here. Everything they've done with this guy is just absolutely beautiful, the character artwork for him. I mean, just look at that Chad. Aladdin, you've never looked better. All right, Disney, eat your heart out. So we're gonna go over here, take a quick look at him. He is strictly a wind support, or wind-based unit. His character skill here, wind damage up by 20%, very useful. There is a Demios that does that as well. I'm trying to think of which one it is. Is it Fractured Demios? I'm not sure which one it is. Anyways, there's a Demios that does that as well. And it increases all allies' attack as well. So this is great. Wind specialist support right there. He has vigor, that's fine. Tempest Drive increases the equipped wind affinity weapons, the attack of them by 100%. This is something we're starting to see in some of our specialized users. I believe that Abstract Yurie had this as well, except it was for light. And then, of course, this is a kind of an interesting one right here. Damage up by 50% on chain attacks of 4 or more, which is very high, by the way, while equipped with a wind affinity main weapon. So this guy wants to be in a wind team, doing things to water that really shouldn't be talked about publicly in polite conversation. And that's what he does. His debris, it's fine. HP 2%, attack 8%, not something you need to chase, all right? It's not one of those specialized where you get 40% light up for 40 seconds or 60 seconds or whatever. Not one of those ridiculous things or some of the other things we're starting to see with the caged ones, chained, whatever they're called. Anyways, the new series that came out that started with Rion. So with no further ado, we're gonna go over here and do something monumentally stupid. I am going to right before a collaboration event, because I am a sucker for a man in a trench coat, I am going to get me a Bloody Griff dupe. And I would settle for a Abyssal Mirror Fio because I would love to have her weapon. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if the hype is real. Let's see if I am just so unlucky. And by the way, just to put it in perspective, you saw that I was at 110 pulls on this banner, which means that I actually have gone in for it. I actually have dumped a lot of resources into it, the ones that I had been saving up. And for the first 90 pulls, I didn't see a single 4-star. Let me tell you what, yoinks. All right. Not great to start. So the hope is that all things being equal, my RNG will balance out a little bit here in the end. So far, not really happening. So we're gonna spend these tickets and then I'm gonna go in for 2 Deuces Wild 10 pulls. And my gosh, I hope this works. Ooh, this banner has not been kind to me. Like there are some that I posted where I got Abyssal Mirror Akeha in the first pull, which doink, don't ask me how that happened, and then the same thing happened with Abyssal Mirror Mocha Joe, which I actually really like that character. It's the hang up that I have with all the Abyssal Mirror characters is that their weapon skill cooldown time is increased by 50%. Takes longer for the weapon skills to cool down, means they don't get as many attacks in for those prolonged battles. For something like Tower, that's kind of rough, especially when you're trying to squeeze off things like heals and poisons and attack downs on the enemy. I went for kind of a slow and steady approach. I wasn't really doing burst damage. Water is a very good element for poisoning and tanking up, turtling up and doing that slow approach. That's kind of the way I went with it. It worked very well for me. I didn't get all the stars, I didn't get all the achievements, but as I said before in my last video, I am not quite as much of a completionist as I used to be. I just like dipping into the game to have fun and then of course doing this. So y'all can have some fun too. Watching my pain, because that was 1 4-star in all these, I think. I haven't even been paying attention. Now I should probably focus on what's happening here. So this was just the YOLO 10 tickets, hoping that something came from it. I don't know if you guys are playing, any of you guys are playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. It's the OG Gumi game that I started playing back in the day, almost, 6.5 years ago. And they're getting a revisit from the NieR Automata collaboration. The first one we got was something like 4 years ago. And that was pretty cool. But we're getting apparently a revisit with the game in the current state that it's in, and I'm pretty stoked about that. So I've been farming that game out a lot. And if you guys are familiar, if you're in the know, it is, I've got about 70,000 lapis set aside for the banners. I'm pumped, I'm ready to go. All right, guys, let's do it. Magic pumpkin time. We're 8 minutes into the video and I'm finally getting to it. Give me power! Power! Power unlimited. Give me Bloody Griff. There's my Bloody Griff. If I get another Bloody Griff, I can stop right now. I don't have to spend my last 3,000. Yeah, baby. That is what we are talking about. Oh, that feels good. Oh, that feels good. Ah. What was I up to? 120 pulls? Jeez. That is painful. That's a good 4-star lance and no up cracks there. Okay, so do we risk it? Do we risk it? Do we go whole hog? I'll wait for that to settle in. Ooh, I don't need his books, obviously, because I've maxed them out immediately, but I do need his gun and I do need his awakening stone. Why not? We're here, I'm recording. Let's do it, let's go whole hog. Let's let the recording luck sink in. Let it saturate every cell in your body and then completely let you down. That's painful. You know what? That's a skip. Well, we began with a bang and we ended with a whimper. So I think I'm gonna leave it there. Isn't a whole lot to cover. I made a post about it earlier, but if we go over here to the quests and we go over here to our sub-quests, we have also 3 additional Halloween Day challenges. So make sure that you're dipping in and grabbing those. If we go to the boss here and just look at a little bit of his information, he has one attack that is very hard hitting. He one-shot one of my characters with it. I didn't bring any attack down. I didn't really read this going into it, but every 60 seconds, okay? So if you have a tank that you could bring in for that one attack, that's a great way to do it, Bloody Griff. And the attacks only target one member. So that actually makes it a doable scenario where if you were to bring in 2 tanks and you wanted to stagger things out and you have one main attacker and you have everybody chaining up, he does increase his defense, but my cell of Yurie was able to burst him down from half to none and without really much of a chain built up. So he does melt when you start applying the pressure, but yes, he does have those single attacks. It says every 60 seconds, he will nuke one of your characters. So if you don't have a tank or someone who could take a hit really well, I believe it was my celebratory Marie. He just nuked her. She had full health and took her straight down. So that would be that. I would say that we got a few more days left on the Burning Tower. We of course got our Yurie event, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab her from the shop and do things to get her in my party and farm that out. Grab a few items. I'm not gonna be dipping into this one as hard because I don't need as many of the mythic slabs. But yeah, happy Halloween, everybody. I hope your pulls were as amazing as mine. I hope they were better. Mine were terrible. I got my one Bloody Griff though. Didn't get my Abyssal Mirfeo. Oh well. So peace out, y'all. Have a happy Halloween, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.